ChatGPT-5 is the next generation of ChatGPT, a large language model chatbot developed by OpenAI. It is expected to have a number of new features and improvements over ChatGPT-4, including enhanced language understanding and contextual understanding. ChatGPT-5 will be able to better understand the meaning of language, both in terms of individual words and phrases, as well as the context in which they are used. This will allow it to generate more accurate and relevant responses to user queries. For example, if a user asks, "What is the capital of France?" ChatGPT-5 will be able to understand that the user is asking for the city that is the seat of government of France and not the capital of the world. Expanded knowledge base. ChatGPT-5 will have a larger knowledge base than ChatGPT-4, which will allow it to provide more comprehensive and informative responses to user queries. For example, if a user asks, "What is the history of the United States?" ChatGPT-5 will be able to provide a detailed overview of the history of the country, including its founding, its wars, and its presidents. Personalized responses. ChatGPT-5 will be able to personalize its responses to each individual user based on their interests and preferences. This will make the chatbot more engaging and useful for users. For example, if a user has previously expressed an interest in science fiction, ChatGPT-5 will be more likely to generate responses that are related to science fiction. Improved mathematical calculations and logical reasoning. ChatGPT-5 will be able to perform more complex mathematical calculations and logical reasoning tasks than ChatGPT-4. This will allow it to provide more helpful and accurate responses to user queries that require these skills. For example, if a user asks, "What is the square root of 16?" ChatGPT-5 will be able to correctly answer 4. More confidence and assertiveness in responses. ChatGPT-5 will be more confident and assertive in its responses, which will make it more reliable and trustworthy for users. For example, if a user asks, "What is the best way to get to the airport?" ChatGPT-5 will be more likely to provide a specific and confident answer, such as, "Take the subway to the airport station." In addition to these new features, ChatGPT-5 is also expected to be more efficient and scalable than ChatGPT-4. This will allow it to handle more requests and users at the same time, and it will also make it more affordable to deploy. Here are some additional details about the expected features of ChatGPT-5. Multimodal capabilities. ChatGPT-5 is expected to be able to understand and respond to input from multiple modalities, such as text, speech, and images. This will allow it to have more natural and engaging conversations with users. Continual learning and adaptability. ChatGPT-5 is expected to be able to learn and adapt over time. This will allow it to keep up with the latest trends and information, and to provide more accurate and relevant responses to user queries. Artificial General Intelligence, AGI. Some experts believe that ChatGPT-5 could eventually achieve Artificial General Intelligence, AGI, which is the ability to perform any intellectual task that a human being can. This is still a long way off, but it is an exciting possibility. Overall, ChatGPT-5 is expected to be a significant improvement over ChatGPT-4. It will be more intelligent, more informative, and more engaging, making it a more valuable tool for users. ChatGPT-5 is still under development, but it has the potential to be a major breakthrough in conversational AI. It could revolutionize the way we interact with computers, and it could have a profound impact on our lives.